It's 1995, and it's a cold winter morning in Markham. But I'm feeling warm and hungry. I'm sitting in a dim sum restaurant with my sisters and parents. It's not too busy yet. We always get there early. One by one, we grab our favorite plates from the moving cars. Char Siu Bao, and my favorite, Char Siu Bao. My mom always picks up one of the bao and puts it right on my plate. My dad is quietly reading his favorite newspaper, Singdao Yatbo. My sisters laugh and talk. Two of them are older than me, and two of them are younger. I always feel a little bit different from them. I don't say much, but my heart feels warm. Because I know that when I'm here with them, I'm safe and I'm loved. My name is Kitty. I was born in Macau. I'm the middle child of 5 sisters. My father was a businessman. My mother stayed home and took care of us. Our parents love us very much and work hard to make sure we don't have to worry about anything. They pay for our school fees, and my mother always made very delicious food. We were all good girls. I was the shy one. I didn't have many friends. At school, I was sometimes bullied, but I stayed silent and tried to make sure I don't cause any trouble. After high school, I moved to Canada as a visa student to join my elder sister. I loved seeing snow for the first time. It was very beautiful. But I quickly began to miss my family. Luckily, my sister and I had each other. I've often relied on her, and sometimes she relied on me too. After graduating from high school, I went to the University of Toronto to study commerce. In 1992, the rest of my family immigrated to Canada. I was so happy to have us all together again. I miss them so much. 2 years later, I graduated from university and got a job as an accounting clerk. I like my work, and I love being with my family. Life was really good. But a few years later, in 1998, something started to change. The radio started talking to me directly. It was teasing me and trying to make fun of me. The TV too. It made me very scared. I told my parents. They took me to our doctor. She was concerned and helped me book an appointment to see a psychiatrist. I was diagnosed with schizophrenia. It causes people to see images and hear voices that are not real. I took the medication the doctor gave me, and I kept working. But the voices wouldn't stop. They just got louder. I would see violent images of my family being hurt. It terrified me. But I couldn't tell my family about it. The voices told me that if I did, I would get hurt, and so would my family. And I need to protect my family. I didn't even tell the psychiatrist the whole truth. I just told everyone that I had negative thoughts. So I hide it as best as I can. Every year, the voices get louder and more distracting and scary. My boss doesn't know that I have a mental health illness. She feels like my work isn't satisfactory. She yells at me all the time, lowering my salary more and more. But the voices are angry too. They are yelling at me just as much as my boss. It feels like a double punch. I do everything I can to ignore it all. My only focus is to make sure I don't lose my job. If I lose it, I don't think anyone else will hire me. My life becomes about survival. And all I want, more than anything, is to go back to my life before this. The one with fun family dinners, where I'm happy and safe. But it's different now. At family gatherings, all I can feel is fear. I just stay quiet. My sisters notice my behavior. They ask if I'm okay. I say yes. But that's not true. I'm full of hallucinations. Finally, in 2015, the symptoms become too unbearable. I have no choice. I have to leave my job. I don't take my medication anymore because I feel like it doesn't work. But I don't tell my doctor. I'm worried about disappointing him. My mom is relieved that I quit my job. She was worried about me. She knows how difficult my boss was being with me. She says now is an opportunity for us to spend more time together. But I'm so overwhelmed. I spend most of my time in my room alone. I only come outside to eat, and so I start getting weaker. But every morning, my mom tells me to drink a glass of milk. Then she gently asks me, 阿傑同唔同我出去行下? She wants me to take a walk with her. When I find the energy, I go with her. And she always hums the same song. 冥冥中都早注定你富或貧 She is telling me that it doesn't matter what's going on. She accepts me for who I am. And so my mother keeps taking care of me quietly, with patience. She never gets angry at me. Even when it overwhelms her, she doesn't blame me. I keep getting worse. She simply keeps being there, every day. She refuses to give up. A few months later in 2016, while my mother is on a trip to Macau, she has a heart attack. She doesn't survive. And shortly after, I lose total control. I lock myself in my room. It becomes a giant mess, filled with dirty clothes and old takeout food. My world feels upside down. I start getting angry at my family. I yell at my dad. He steps away from me. He's scared and shocked. I've never acted like this before. I desperately walk around my neighborhood, over and over. But I don't even know where I'm going. Eventually, someone calls the police. They take me to the hospital. For 2 weeks, all I do is sleep. I'm introduced to a new doctor, Dr. Sai Yun. He changes my medication and refers me to a place called Hong Fook. After I'm discharged from the hospital, I continue to sleep all day for a few weeks. But my brain slowly starts to feel more clear. I begin to reflect on how I've been acting. I feel ashamed when I picture myself yelling at my father and making a big mess. I know my mom wouldn't want to see me like this. She would want me to take care of myself. And I make a decision. I need to get better. I begin by walking a little bit every day, no matter what. And I always drink a cup of milk. That's all I can do, but it's enough to know I'm moving forward. My father starts to look after me at home. He takes care of the house, sweeping the floor when I am not around. He cooks and brings me food. I eat, then go back to bed. A few months later, when my father returns from a trip to Macau, I ask him to sit with me on the sofa. I'm nervous. I try to explain how my world has felt so upside down for so long, how confused I was. What I really want to tell him is that I'm sorry, but I don't know how. He looks at my face. He says, 傻女，兩父女冇隔夜仇. He's telling me that nothing will ever come between us. The words put tears in my eyes. In this moment, a big fog disappears, and it's suddenly so clear. The voices have been lying to me. My family saw the worst parts of me and showed me nothing but love and acceptance. I don't need to protect them or hide from them anymore. Hong Fook connects me with a social worker. The first thing she does is help me apply for disability assistance. This feels like a big weight is lifted from my chest, because I won't need to worry about how I will survive financially. Then she brings me into a group painting class, which is really fun. Eventually, she invites me to join a peer support group. I feel nervous about it because I'm shy. I don't want to talk about my experiences with strangers, so I stay quiet. But then someone next to me starts to share. She talks about hearing voices that aren't there and experiencing frustrating hallucinations. As I hear this, I start to feel something strange. I feel relief. For 17 years, I felt alone. And for the first time, I feel connected and understood. After a few months, the Hong Fook staff encouraged me to become a facilitator. I'm nervous about it, but I agreed to try it out. I can share my story so others can open up about theirs. If they don't feel comfortable, at least they can feel less alone. And I know how important that is. For the first time since leaving my work, I'm a part of a community again. I work as a volunteer at the front desk, and I run drop-in programs. I'm keeping very busy, meeting new people and helping out. And even though both my parents are gone and I live alone, I still feel their presence with me every day. I don't rush things. I go step by step, just like my mom showed me. I sweep the floor. I make time for rest, and I cook my meals. And when I'm at dim sum with my sisters, I put the Char Siu Bao on my own plate now. Thank you.